Welcome all, my dear students. Welcome to my class. Myself, Vidhu Hussain Naik, the physics teacher. So today we'll start the first chapter of class 11 physics, that is units and dimensions. Before starting, I must say one thing. This chapter is very important from 2 points of view. That is, फर्स्ट रीजन इज हर साल कुछ मार्क्स आते हैं एग्जाम में. आईआईटी जेई का एंट्रेंस में 3-4 मार्क हमेशा आता है हर साल. और उसके अलावा दूसरा रीजन जो है वो है इजीनेस ऑफ द चैप्टर. इट इज क्वाइट रिलेटिवली इजी if you compare this chapter with other chapters. That means with putting in less amount of effort, you will be able to secure marks. So you must study this with seriousness. You should not skip it. We will start this chapter. But before starting, I must say one thing to all of you. You should subscribe to this channel. Of course, like it and share it to your friends. So please do subscribe to my channel so that we will be happy. Then, transfer of knowledge is always important. Knowledge is one such thing which cannot be kept static at a point. It should flow from one person to other. On transferring it increases. It is one such thing which on transferring increases. So let's get started. Units and dimensions. So units and dimensions, as the term implies, are related to measurement, isn't it? It is related to measurement. जब तुम शॉपकीपर के पास जाते हो, तुम सपोज यू आस्क फॉर समथिंग, you ask for rice, you have to say that give me this amount of rice, 1 kg of rice. And whenever you are measuring some liquid, it is measured in terms of liter or milliliter. ऐसा ही मेजर होता है. Suppose you measure your height, it is measured in terms of length. If you want to measure the distance of your school from your home, it is of course to be measured in terms of kilometer. This is a bigger unit. Whatever unit is suitable for which kind of measurement, that is used. That's units. But before going in detail to that, we'll study what is a physical quantity. What is a physical quantity? Physical quantity. So physical quantity is actually an observable or measurable quantity. Observable or measurable quantity. But if you want to go to its proper definition, guys, one thing, while watching videos, you must be ready with pen and paper so that note making would be easier for you. So now, what is the proper definition of physical quantity? Physical quantity is a quantity. Physical quantity is a quantity which is required not only to describe a physical phenomenon quantitatively. Physical quantity is not only a quantity which is used to describe a physical phenomenon quantitatively, but is also used to measure the physical property of a substance. ये दोनों चीजें करता है. फर्स्ट वन इज फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज को ये मेजर करता है, और दूसरा चीज ये होता है कोई भी अगर फिजिकल फेनोमेनन हुआ तो उसको क्वांटिटेटिवली डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए these quantities are definitely required. What do you mean by physical phenomena? So physical property, all of you know, physical property means, suppose a body is there. A body is there. So definitely it has got some mass. Suppose a ball is there. it has got some mass, it has some density. Density, you know, that depends upon the materiality. That material property means it's a physical property of a material. Specific gravity is a property. In this way, it measures physical properties of substance, but not always. Physical quantity is not restricted to measuring physical properties of substance only. Suppose time. Time is not property of any substance. So how can it be a physical quantity? But you know, time is a physical quantity. You can't refuse that. So how? So not only it measures physical property, but it quantitatively describes a physical phenomenon. Suppose a car is here. It is moving. It is moving with some speed, suppose 40 km per hour. Suddenly its speed increased to 60 km per hour. So this is also a phenomenon. On the application of force only, the speed increases. What is speed? You know, distance upon time. So this is a phenomenon. When its speed increases to 60, from 40 to 60, then it is said to have accelerated. So it is a physical phenomenon, means nothing but an occurrence. It is just an occurrence. Something कुछ घटा. So ये कुछ चेंज आया, जैसे सूरज हमेशा सुबह आता है, ऐसे ये भी एक phenomenon होता है. So physical quantities are divided into two types. One is fundamental quantities and other one is derived quantities. There are two types of quantities in physics, fundamental and derived. So what is the difference between them? What is the difference between them? So you see, physical quantity, fundamental quantities. What do you mean by fundamental quantities? It is a set of 7 quantities. In entire physics, set of 7 quantities is a set of fundamental quantities. Whatever quantities are included in this set, all are fundamental quantities. What are those 7 quantities? Those are considered fundamental. That is mass, length, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, then amount of substance. ये जो 7 क्वांटिटीज है उसको हम बोलते हैं फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटीज. वो बेस है. जैसे कि ये बाप क्वांटिटीज, इसको यू कैन कॉल इट बाप क्वांटिटीज और अदर क्वांटिटीज बिकॉज दे आर द ओरिजिनल वंस. Other, the rest of the physical quantities come under the category of derived quantities. They are derived from these 7 quantities. ये originator है, वो सब they have been descended from these quantities. This is the difference. So these are fundamental or back quantities or other quantities. All other quantities are derived from these 7 quantities. Whatever remaining, for example, speed, velocity, acceleration, momentum, जो भी रहा. I hope all of you are familiar with these terms like speed, velocity, acceleration, and of course many more quantities are there which are yet to be studied by you and which are to be covered in the later chapters. But this speed and velocity, momentum, etc., if you don't know also, you can get it right now. And the next chapters you will study it in detail. But for this chapter, you have to remember certain simple formulas so that you can calculate you can find out its units and dimensions. So these are fundamental. And what जो कुछ रहा, suppose speed, you know, speed is distance divided by time. Speed is distance divided. Distance is always measured in terms of length. Distance, suppose distance between your home and school is 5 kilometers. It is a measure of length. 5 kilometers represents a length, so it refers to fundamental quantity length. So you see, speed is equal to distance, which is measured in terms of length. So you can say speed is the derived quantity which is derived from two fundamental quantities, that is length and time. Length and time. These two obviously come under that seven fundamental quantities. Speed comes under derived and it depends upon length and time. ये जो fundamental quantities में जो quantities seven quantities है वो they are independent of each other. For example, mass is independent of length. Mass is in no way related to length. Length is independent of time. So in no way length depends upon time. There is no formula which connects length and time. There is no formula which connects time and electric current. That means those seven quantities, fundamental quantities, they are independent of each other. But derived quantities always depend upon the fundamental quantities. Say distance is speed upon time, or which is measured by length upon time. Speed is distance upon time, means length upon time. Similarly, suppose acceleration. Acceleration, you know, rate of change of velocity. That means change of velocity divided by time. Suppose a body's speed or velocity increases from 40 meter per second to 60 meter per second within a span of 2 hours or 20 seconds. So what is its acceleration? Acceleration, you can say 60 minus 40 meter per second divided by 20 seconds. That is 60 minus 40 is 20. 60 minus 40 is 20 meter per second divided by 20 seconds. So you see it comes out to be 1 meter per second. So it's a unit, we haven't gone that far. So you see one thing, acceleration depends upon velocity and time. You know, velocity is displacement divided by time. Velocity is a derived quantity, just as speed derived. Velocity is quite similar to speed, but velocity has another additional feature, that it has direction, while speed don't have that direction. Scalar quantity speed, that's a different thing, we'll study in scalar and vector chapter. So change of velocity, this is time. Acceleration, it's a derived quantity. Force is also a derived quantity, that is mass into acceleration. Many more derived quantities are there. So force depends upon mass and acceleration. We see mass is a fundamental quantity and acceleration, just we discussed right now that acceleration is a derived quantity. So their product, force equal to mass into acceleration. So mass is a fundamental quantity, but acceleration is a derived quantity. So force is also a derived. Any quantity other than those seven quantities are derived quantities.